Hey Dreamers, this is Joe. Welcome to another session of Daydreamer. So this time around, let's debloat Windows 10. So before we begin, um, we need to download something from the internet. So let's open Google Chrome. Then let's type Windows 10 debloat. After searching for that particular keyword, you will see the topmost result, which is the SyncNext Windows 10 debloater and Warhawk debloat Windows 10. So in this particular video example, and as I use it myself, we will proceed on downloading the Warhawk debloat Windows script. Okay, so let's do that. So this is the Git codes, Git files. So we can download that by clicking the code and then download zip. It will be downloaded to the downloads folder of your documents. Let's open that. Let's go to the downloads folder. Here it is. And then let's extract the file. Let's remove this extra directory because it's already have a folder inside. Let's extract. Okay, there you go. So what we need is the script here. Okay, so we need to run this. However, if we try to run that immediately without configuring something, you will have an error. These are Powershell scripts. Okay, so we need Powershell to execute that. So let's try that. Let's search for Powershell. Yes. So we need to run this. This is important. We need to run this as administrator for it to work. Yes. Okay. It's a PowerShell. Then let's change directory to this particular folder. Let's wait for a bit. Okay, I press enter and then I have the cursor ready. So change directory and then right click. I have to copy first. Okay, right click. Okay, that's it. And enter. Now we are under scripts folder of the debloat Windows 10 directory. So let's list the content. ls. So here are all the script, same as displaying here. So let's try block telemetry. Oh, by the way, before you even begin, check, okay, you can edit the file and check those items that you don't want to disable. For example, if you are using Skype, there are sections here that once disabled, or if you run this script as is, it will disable these particular domains for telemetry, and it may cause issues with Skype. I have tried it without editing the file, and I cannot use Skype. You can install Skype, but it will not work. cannot sign in or something like that because the domain was blocked. So if you're using Skype, you have to comment this by putting hash at the beginning. Okay, and for the sake of this example, we will leave it as is and we will not comment anything. But just to remind you, if you need something disabled here, do it before executing any script. So Skype, as I have recorded, let's try to open this Windows Notes. Okay. I am currently using a virtual machine, so you might notice that things are a bit slow. Okay, so Skype can be found on the following PowerShell scripts. So block telemetry and remove default apps. So we have to disable Skype sections or lines or any code that related to Skype before you even begin. Okay, or else you may have problem with Skype. So let's go back and try executing the script. Let's close this for now. Okay. Let's try block telemetry PS1. So in order to execute script with PowerShell, you can press dot backslash and then let's type the first few letters of the script and then you can press tab to autocomplete. Okay, then enter. So you will see that the error appears that block telemetry cannot be loaded because running script is disabled. So we need to do something first before executing those scripts. So let's open this notepad. So to enable the execution of PowerShell script, we need to execute the following command. Okay, this one. Let's copy this. So set dash execution policy unrestricted dash scope current user. So let's copy that and let's paste, then enter. By the way, pasting in PowerShell is done by right click. Okay, it will automatically paste whatever you have in a clipboard. Okay, so let's yes to all, capital A, enter. Then next thing we have to do is to unblock each PowerScript file or PowerShell script file inside the directory we are in. So let's do that. This is the command. So that's ls-recourse *.ps*1. Okay, and this vertical spacer unblock file. Okay, what this means is that we are saying PowerShell to unblock each file or to let each file in the particular folder that we are in to execute and run by a PowerShell command line. Okay, so let's do that. And after that, we can retry things. Okay, let's answer the question. Capital R, run once, R. You will see that the script is now running. It's trying to do everything in this particular script, block telemetry. Okay, so it's done. Then let's disable services. At backslash disable services, enter. Okay, so it's done. However, you have some error, so don't mind this error. um, requires some special permission, but to be honest, I wasn't being able to run this particular line even if the PowerShell script is already administrator. So I just let that be. Then we can execute the next PowerShell script. Disable \disable up as Windows Defender. I'm expecting an error here. Okay, well, let's run once. Okay, this attempted to perform an unauthorized operation. So let's check the disable Windows Defender file. Okay, so inside there is a note. This script disables Windows Defender. Run it once and it will throw errors. Yeah, we can expect that error, and it was known. Then reboot, run it again. This time no error should occur, followed by another reboot. Okay, so let's do that. Let's close this. Okay. So next is to open the PowerShell script again. PowerShell command line. Run as administrator. Let's close this Chrome. Okay, and then we have to navigate to the Windows Debloat folder. Okay, yes. Let's copy the path. Copy and then enter here. It's not yet ready. Okay, it's ready now. I just press enter and then change directory, going to that PowerShell. Okay, let's copy again. Okay, then cd script tab ls. So let's execute again the disable Windows Defender. So that \disable w Windows Defender. Okay, capital R, enter, capital R. Alright, so yes, now it executed successfully. Then next is the experimental script. Again, if you are having doubts or you need something to be commented in the codes of the scripts, please check it before executing anything, because maybe you are using some applications that may get affected by the debloater. And by the way, this debloater is very important because it will optimize Windows or make your Windows faster and remove those telemetry that happens behind the operating system. Telemetry is something that or an operation that sends particular information automatically without your knowledge or consent going to Microsoft servers. So that will be related to your privacy, and at the same time you will remove some performance overhead from Windows. Okay, and then Windows Defender, if you have an antivirus, you won't probably need it, be needing this particular application. It's just additional overload, but if you want to retain it, you can exclude the script or not execute it or not run it. Okay, just select what you need. So you can also check the codes if you are having doubts. Okay, so let's execute fix privacy. Okay, some of them are not found in this version of operating system that I have, Windows 10 build. I'm not sure, let's check. Windows 10 Pro, this is a Pro version. Okay, this particular build of Windows may don't have this particular or applications that is included in the script, so that's why generated an error. So just disregard that, then continue. So for the optimized user interface, you can also proceed with that. You can also check before you run the script and see what it's gonna do. Okay, so there it is adding some tweaks to the mouse, etc., mouse pointer. So this particular script, I didn't run this because I prefer to optimize the user interface myself, which I show later. So let's leave that particular script. And for also the Windows update, I don't normally run that script, and I do the Windows update configuration myself. So next script is the remove -default apps. So let's execute that. If you have any doubt that this particular script is already frozen, you can press Ctrl C. Okay. I normally do that for command line. When I thought that the script is, being frozen or freezing, it seems to wake up the command line verbose display by pressing Ctrl C. So that's Control Charlie or letter C. Okay. Okay, it's done. Then the last script is remove OneDrive. Again, if you seem to be using or utilizing OneDrive in your computer, then don't disable that application or don't run the script itself. So let's remove OneDrive. Enter. Okay, so we're done. We have executed most of the script, except I think as I remember except for the two script which I don't need. Okay, so let's restart the computer. Okay, so let's continue. Next thing we want to do is to declutter the taskbar. You can simply right click this, and then for myself, I don't want to particularly display this type here to search input box, so let's disable that, hidden. And I also don't want the Cortana, I'm not using that. And if you're not using the Edge Explorer, you can unpin that particular shortcut. Then next is fix or add some icons in the menu. So let's go to I think that's display settings. Oh, I'm sorry, that's personalize. I think I'm wrong. Okay, so that's personalized. Then themes, let's expand this. If you expand the window, you will find the desktop icon settings. Let's just check what you need. Okay. Let's close that. Then normally I arrange icons by auto and then do it as small. Okay. The next thing is to display the icons in the taskbar. Okay. So here, select which icons appear on the taskbar. For me, I think it's best to display all the icons in the taskbar, but it depends on your screen or how big is your screen or what does you need. Because for my opinion, it's important to display each icon there to know what is installed, what programs are running, because some programs add taskbar icons that maybe you don't need or just being loaded there without doing nothing. So you are aware, at least at the very least, what's taskbar applications are running or starting by default. Okay, so let's close that. Next thing is to right click this PC properties and advanced settings. Then we go to performance settings. Normally I'll just click this radio button, adjust for best performance, and then check drop shadows on icon labels on the desktop, and then smooth scroll, smooth edges of screen fonts, slide open, show contents while dragging, and then show thumbnails instead of icons. Only those things. Then another thing to do is to, for example, I have this note file here and I delete it. It doesn't ask any question. For example, you are just mistakenly deleted that file. You have no confirmation that, hey, do you want to delete this file? So for myself, I want some confirmation because maybe I accidentally press the delete on the keyboard and then I don't know where the file goes. So you can check this display delete confirmation dialog for that, so that you will be asked by Windows if you want to delete a particular file. And also in my case, I always add a limit to my recycle bin. I just put 300 MB for my computer, but it's up to you how big of a recycle bin you want to have. So let's check text document and let's try to delete that. See, now it's asking for confirmation. Okay, so I guess we have configured everything we need so far for Windows. Optimize it. Oh, before I forget, we need to disable also if you don't need the Windows update and you are bothered every time you start the computer, and then Windows is automatically installing those updates or downloading those updates, which takes some time. For example, you have some meeting and then Windows suddenly install the update in the background. You can't open the computer because of those updates. So for my case, I don't need the update to behave like that. So I will show you how to disable it. Let's try to open command prompt as administrator. And by the way, this will only work for Windows 10 Pro version. This will not work for home because we will be using group policy editor for this. So let's type gpedit.msc and then let's go to administrative templates and then Windows components, then find Windows Update here. Okay, double click that, then find configure automatic updates, then you can just click disable. Okay, apply, okay, then close. So that will disable Windows Update. So do this at your own risk. Okay, so if we try to check Windows Update settings, it will show something because we have disabled the automatic update. Okay, some settings are managed by your organization. In our case, we have disabled it by group policy editor. So that's what this text means. It was disabled by group policy editor. Okay, so you can manually check here for updates, but it will never download automatic update without your consent anymore. Okay, so that's it. I hope you have learned something from this video, and thank you for watching, and bye bye. Please don't forget to subscribe to Daydreamer, and till our next session. Thank you very much. Bye for now.